Okay. All right. A minute. Okay. Need, um, uh, wrong with my throat. Sorry about that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And welcome. Welcome to our session in English. I will be the Toastmaster tonight, and I'm really happy to fulfill this role tonight. And as a Toastmaster, I will introduce the speakers for tonight. Uh, and after the speeches we concluded, I will ask for the report, and I will ask the general evaluator Katia, who is a general evaluator to general evaluator of the night. Can you guys listen?
Yes, perfectly.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And tonight we have the timer. Katia will be our general evaluator, and she will introduce her team as the grammarian, the grammarian and timekeeper, and the table topics. And I asked for at the end of the night about a report. Um, and I will, after everything concluded, I will return to the Madam President uh, the word of the. I will return the control of the meeting to the Madam President after we conclude today. Thank you. Yeah. And
Go ahead,
now,
Nadia. I'm sorry.
So, well, good night, my fellow Toastmaster. I will be the general evaluator
Okay,
tonight.
sorry.
My role this tonight, together with my team, is to give feedback of every activity, the activity that we are going to have during the meeting, with the purpose of continue improving the actions that we are taking, the speeches, always to make us better as part of this journey that we have taken as a Toastmaster. So I'm going to start introducing the people on the evaluation table. I would appreciate that each of them can give in a very summary way the detail of the role. Okay, I'm going to start with Orlando, that he will be our grammarian. Orlando, please, can you introduce your role to the forum?
yes, of course, Madam Toastmaster. Um, um, Fellow Toastmasters, and as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully about the language usage. I will note any proper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today, I chose ebullient, which means cheerful and full of energy. And an example would be he sounded ebullient and happy. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. And at the end, I will give a report upon during the meeting and also the report of the use of the word of the day. Every remember to clap like this when you use the word of the day. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much, Orlando. Let's continue with the evaluator team. Margarita will be our egg counter. Margarita, if you can just introduce your role to the forum.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Well, the purpose of the egg counter is note words that sound and sound that are used as a house filler by anyone who speaks. During this meeting, I will listen of overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sound, including and, air. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase, such as I, this mean. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Margarita. And then we will continue with our timer. Danielle, if you can introduce to the forum your role.
Sure, thank you, Katia. Yeah, so my role as a timer is to manage the time of the session in terms for each role that will be presented today. So first, for you to know, depending on the speech or the amount of time that is regarded for each speech, you will see for the first minute or 2 minutes the green background in my screen. Past the 2 minutes, you will see a yellow screen, and nearly at the end of the time, you will see the red screen, which means that you have reached your time limit. And if you have 15 seconds of spare, but if you surpass that, you will also see the blue screen in my background, and I will have to interrupt you in case you haven't finished. So I will be helping you to manage the time for you to be aware and to manage and use it properly during your speech or your intervention in the session. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much, Danielle. And finally, we have one speech tonight, and we have one evaluator for our speech tonight, and it's gonna be Ines that will be helping us with that evaluation. Ines, let us know what would be your role as evaluator of the speech tonight.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Katia. Well, for tonight, the speech that I'm going to evaluate is Anamari's. I am yet to read about the objectives, and then I'll tell you a little bit more after that. Okay, I just received the form. Thank you, guys.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. This is the evaluator team for tonight. So, Toastmaster, I pass the word to you. So you can introduce I don't know, the table, there will be a table topic.
Yeah, I mean, um, we can start. We can start tonight. We will having this debate that what we're going to do. We will do the table topics or we will do the speech first. But so we have
Speech
um
first.
the
Usually
speech
we
first.
start with the speech
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then we can follow with
yes.
the little
Now,
topics.
yes, yeah, okay. Um, so for tonight we have um The title of the topic will be given by Ana Mari, and the title of tonight is her experience as a blogger. I believe that I really sure and really confident that this this speech will be ebullient with a lot of energy. Um, it is level 4, and this is about 3 minutes. So I will pass the torch to Ana Mari to start her speech. Ana Mari, all yours.
Thank you so much for having me this night. Today is my pleasure to share my experience as writing a blog. It's a very recent experience that I take for this project. I will share my whole screen in order that you just see some of the areas that I find here. To begin, you see me, let me move this. Okay, perfect. I select a web page name is AM Solano. That is my name. Like, in order that not to put my whole name, I just decide to be shorter. I put here in this website some overview, a quick overview of what is my vision as a personal growth blog. And this is my intro, and then I put like some of the speeches that I write in the past and put some picture. Let's share one of them. This is the blog. You will see that I share in different platforms. I put the title of the blog. In this case is Intelligent Emotional in Our Day-to-Day Work. I put an introduction, a photo of me, like concentrate, working, and then some conclusions. And I tried the same as we do of everyday speech to connect with my audience. I also share this information in my LinkedIn. I create poster for it. And it's the same as the blog. I put it here in paper in the blog section of LinkedIn. This experience has been very, very good to write a blog of myself. It's the same thing as a speech, but in a different way. I have to share the content to my different platform in order to get some traffic in the communication to it. So to finalize my speech, I encourage each of you. We have a lot of content in our day-to-day speeches. It's only to try to put it in writing and to do it. Thank you so much for the time. Back to you, Madam, Mr. Toastmaster.
All right. Have a nice vlog. I like it. Like it. It is really, really, really fantastic. Ana Mari, thank you for that. And I see, I like when people get creative because blogging helps us to be creative and give you a lot of energy. Uh, well, now I pass to the speech evaluator. Yes, share your thoughts with us.
Thank you, Orlando. Thank you, Ana Mari, for your speech. It was great. It was ebullient. I could see that you had so much energy as you share, as always. And before I give the evaluation, I'm going to talk a little bit about the objectives because I did not get to share. So I hope our timekeeper, Daniel, will be kind to me to consider that I had not shared these objectives. All right. And the objectives are that Ana Maria was supposed to share with the members what are the skills needed to write and maintain a blog. Also to share with us some aspects of her own experience of how to maintain a blog. Now, with that being said, she has definitely met those objectives. And what I can say about the biggest points that she made are that the vision, I could see that you shared the vision of your blog. You took us through the whole step, all of the steps, one by one, explaining how you open in such a short time. You were supposed to do that. And when you were sharing, you stopped sharing for a moment so that we can continue seeing your face, the facial expressions. And that is great because we could see that you were trying to connect with us, which is an important aspect when you are giving a speech. And also your voice. Your voice was clear. You were speaking with confidence. You were coming forward so that we could see your hands. Even if you are behind a camera, we know that most of us, it's usually a challenge. You find your hand down, we could see them. And also you made a specific precision that it is personal, because the objective also was to state if it's for personal use or if it's for a specific organization. The only feedback, I could go on and on with the positive ones, but the only feedback would be with your tone of voice. No, not the tone of voice. That's the speed, because I understand this is very short, 3 minutes. This is a first for me. And I don't know, Danielle, did she pass or did she reach? I don't know if it was 3 minutes exactly or less. 3. Okay, great. So it's like you had so much information in such a short time and then you were rushing with the time. And I don't know for the others, but I could tell that you were trying to catch up with the time so that you can be able to deliver the information that you had. In general, you've done so great. Keep up the confidence. You can see that you are really comfortable when you are speaking and you know how to connect with your audience. Thank you.
All right. Before we move on to the table topics, I want to welcome Jairo, Socrates, and Brenda, who are here.
Hello guys. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jairo from Colombia. So this is my first time here. I don't know what is the topic here in this meeting. So I to be honest, I came here because I was looking for a meeting when I can speak English or practice English. My mother tongue is Spanish, so for that reason I'm looking people for try to practice a little. So I don't know what is the main purpose of this group or this meeting. Someone could explain me about this meeting? About the purpose of this meeting, or this is a private meeting? I don't know.
Of course. First of all, welcome. Welcome to the meeting. It's good to have you. In few words, so that we can continue with the agenda, it's about communication and leadership. Towards the end, we will give you some more information, and we will be glad to get to meet you, and so that you can be involved in the meetings, and then we can also write to you through contacts. I don't know if you were invited by somebody, so that we can get your information, and then we can explain to you more how it works. Is that okay?
Okay,
Awesome.
thanks.
Okay, great.
All right. We have Brenda also. You would like to open your mic to introduce yourself, Brenda? Okay. Okay, so moving on. We keep going with the time. So we have table topics. I guess that will be Ines, right? So for yours, Ines, Surprise us with the table topics. I'm eager to know. An ebullient.
Thank you, Orlando. All right, so the table topics are, it's an interesting section. In Spanish, it's my least favorite one. I always struggle. I don't even know what to say, or even in any language, actually. There's no language that's the best for table topics, because these are topics that you are asked, and then you can say, you can give us your opinions, your thoughts about the topic. It can be a question, it can be anything. This is interesting and also important to learn how to connect your thoughts. If it is in a meeting, you're talking to friends or anywhere, and you are asked a question, even if it's a question that you don't know about. Sometimes it's about how you act. So this section will help us to improve our speaking skills, connecting the thoughts, saying the right thing. There is no wrong or right for sure, but saying something that can provoke some people to, to have a different perspective, to say, oh, wow, that's eye-opening. It can be handled in any way that you would like. And tonight, I was thinking of trying a different, approach, which will involve a tongue twister. Tongue twisters are fun. Yes, so it will be one tongue twister and one word. So you are free not to do the tongue twister. If you're like, I don't want to do it, you just go straight to your word. So it'll be one word, let's say poverty. And then you can say anything you want. Everyone is welcome to participate, even if you don't know already how the whole agenda is working. Jairo, Brenda, everyone can participate. Daniel, everyone is invited. All right, so to keep up with the time, I'm going to share. So I would like a volunteer. Who would like to start first? Anyone? Otherwise, I'm going to start choosing. Ana Mari? Yeah? Did you say yes?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. All right, choose a number from 1 to 5.
4.
4. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so you get a tongue twister. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it would be fun if you do it. Okay. 4. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen. Give me a second. All right. This is your tongue twister, Ana Mari, and this will be your word. And then you remember you have 2 minutes. Anytime you're ready.
I'm ready. Today I want to talk about religion. To be honest, in my personal experience, no matter what religion you have, you can be Catholic, you can be Buddhistic, you can be Christian. The important thing of all the religions is to have faith. Faith in something. And in addition, that you just practice to have love for all the people around you. Because right now, in this moment, in our whole world, we will see like different aspects of the conflict that is opposite of peace. No matter in what religion you are, what are your own beliefs? If I can share something, is to share this peace around the world. We came here for one purpose, and it's to love each other, to share our thoughts in order that we can improve together to find the solution for the common problems of the society. Back to you, Madam Table Topics.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Of course, I truly believe, just like you, that the main purpose is to be kind to each other and to spread love. And at times, religion has proved to be able to achieve that. All right, thank you. Who's next? Katya, thank you. Awesome. A number from 1 to 5, except number 4.
2.
2. Thank you. I want somebody to do the tongue twister.
Oh my God.
Give it a try. It's so much fun.
Let me see. In Spanish, I would do it. Okay, tongue twister, top chopstick, chops, stop, top chopstick.
Yes, got it.
I did
That's
it.
your word.
Peace. Well, peace, this is a really a word that I love because the more I grow, the more conscious I am that peace is the most important thing that we have to aim in our life. And there is a phrase that I like, and actually I use a lot, that is, it's better to have peace than to be right. Sometimes when we were younger, not that young, we fight to have the truth in any discussion because our ego sometimes want us to win. But sometimes there are things that we need to think that if there are discussions that take out your peace, you have to let it go. And that is something that we have to learn every day, to search for peace in any ways, not only for us, but for everybody surrounding us, and every part of in every role that we have in our life. We are part of a family, we are part of a company, we have our business. I mean, we are constantly dealing with issues, complicated situations. So if we don't aim to have peace, all those situations and all those complicated people can really make our life really, really sad. And the purpose, our life is so short, so it's better again to have peace and to look for peace and not to be right in all the situations. So that is what I see when I see the peace word, or what means to me.
I like that. I truly like that. And it's true that it's not only about us, it's also about everyone around us, as you have beautifully said it. Thank you for sharing, Katya. Who's next? Maggie, te veo. I see you.
Yes,
Yeah.
in Spanish, this is terrible for me. You can imagine in English.
For
But okay,
everyone.
I'm trying.
I know you can. You've done it many times and you have done it so well. All right. So number 6 to 10. Any.
10.
10. Great choice. Let's see. And you will say the tongue twister. Jairo has raised his hand.
Okay, let me try it.
No, somebody who just said something. I've heard someone.
Monica was.
It was Monica. Jairo,
Yeah.
do you want ladies first for Maggie?
Lady first, sure.
All
sure.
right, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Jairo.
Excellent. Then you do the next one, Jairo. All right. Number 10, number 10. All right, Maggie.
Okay, I have to do both, right?
Yes, but it's not, you don't have to if you don't want the tongue twister, just the fun of it,
Ah.
if you want to try. Yeah. Okay.
That's good fun. Okay, if practice makes perfect and perfect needs practice, I'm perfectly practiced and practically perfect.
Awesome! Yeah. You got it. So your word is ethics.
My God, ethics. That is I don't know, I think that it's a difficult word to understand because it depends of your values. How do you can understand ethic? I have a job. I work like a accountant in my country, and ethic is the most important thing that you need to do this job because you are seeing the numbers. You have access to a lot of information. So this kind of work. All jobs works. I don't know. You understand? Needs to the great values like ethic. So I think that it is important to know when you are doing good things that bad things. I don't want to say bad things, but maybe I don't know if you listen that someone say that you don't have to do something good that in appearance look bad. So that I think that's connect very with the ethic because if you have ethic in your life, you're always going to do something good in appearance and in the deep. You always be good and do things good. It's important to me. I think that I live all my life with this value because my parents taught me since I was a child. And thank you. I'm trying.
Oh, thank you, Maggie. Sorry, I was on mute. Thank you so much. You did great. And I love how you have connected it to what your parents taught you as a young girl, and also how ethics is important in accounting. It is true that we have probably heard some news of certain accountants not doing certain fraudulent activities in their companies. So it's important. It's very important to be ethical. All right. Thank you so much for trying. Now, Jairo is next. Thank you also for raising your hand and being willing to participate. Can you please, yeah, awesome. Can you choose one number between 6 and 9?
6 and 9. Number 8.
Number 8, awesome. Let's see what you have. It would be fun if you say the tongue twister, but you don't have to. Awesome. There you go, Jairo.
Wow. 11 L's like 11 little licorice lollipops.
Yes, great, excellent. And your word is equality.
Equality. Okay, yes. So I think that the world needs more about equality, or also in countries like undeveloped countries, like most countries in South America, Asia, and Africa, where people live in several a gap between rich people and poor people because they don't have the same opportunities in life. Nevertheless, some people try to overcome that situation, so they face the life that they had to live without thinking thoughts about how they could overcome bad situations. So more acts that live in that country, so maybe undeveloping countries. So we face every day that kind of situation when people have more than they need, and there find people that need a little thing for survival. So I think the word is quite, I don't know if the word, so I think could be about the opportunity that people have in life. So the word nowadays is crazy. So people who live in developed countries like the US, there are rich people that don't know how much money they have. In other countries, there are people who every day are thinking about how work now, how wake up, how they find food for eat every day. That is so difficult situation.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing with
You're
us.
welcome.
Yes. And also, they say that there are sufficient resources. What there is lack of proper distribution. So that relates to what you said, and you have explained it so well that you showed how the developing countries or the more developed or in the underdeveloped, there is that inequality of resources, the distribution within the world. And thank you so much for sharing. That was awesome. That was brilliant. Daniel.
Brilliant.
Yes. Daniel, our timekeeper, would you like to participate?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Any number between 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. 3, 5, 6, 7, 9.
7.
7. All right, let's see what you get. 7. Ready. There you go.
All right, I try to make the tongue twister.
Yes, go ahead, please.
No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight.
Great, awesome. Okay, and your word is climate, Daniel. Anytime you're ready.
Right, so we are all part of a planet which we are somehow attracted to or modified or even like part of an environment where the climate has an important role, whether it's sunny or whether it's cloudy or even rainy. It changes. It can have an impact on our mood. For example, right? So if it's sunny, everyone wants to go outside, go to the park, go to the beach. But if it's cloudy or if it's rainy, you'd rather stay at home and maybe spoon with your partner and watch some Netflix. So that's one of the parts of the climate that influences us. But also um, there is importance for us to be aware of the climate and make our best to contribute on climate change to avoid or maybe prevent bigger impact on our ecosystem in terms of pollution or anything that can damage either our present generations or the future generations that will live on our planet.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for sharing. And I agree that taking care of our climate, the environment, it's thinking about the future generations. We might think, maybe I won't be there in the next 100, 200 years, but it's for the future generations and also for us. And thank you so much for sharing that information. All right, I don't know if we still have some more time. There is only one left for Orlando, or if he's going to escape today. Do we have some more time, Daniel? He's the only one who hasn't participated.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Orlando, you can escape.
You got me. You got me.
All right, choose 1, 3, or 5.
1, 3, or 5. I will choose number 1.
Yes, number 1 always. All right, okay. 1 second. There you go.
Okay. If a dog shoes, whose shoes does he choose?
You got it. Culture. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay. Interesting. Culture. It's depending what kind of culture we're talking about. We have different kind of cultures. We have organizational culture. We have country culture. We have family culture. We have a lot of custom and culture in every country, in every neighborhood, in every organization, every education. But my thoughts in culture is the following. It gives us an identity. It gives us who we are. It gives us customs. It gives us food. For example, Panamanian culture has different food from different all America, Latin America. Our culture is really different from other countries. For example, Costa Rica, and we are neighbor from Costa Rica, and we are neighbor from Colombia, and we were under Colombia a long time ago, but we have different culture. So we expect to be the same, and culture gives us who we are. Culture will help us to feel identified with ourselves. So my thoughts in culture was very expressive. In an organization, when I work, we have culture. We have a culture of excellence. We want to deliver things to our customers. In my family, we have the culture of how can I say that in English? We have the culture of respecting each other, which is a value. The culture also gives us values to live for, to stand for. So I can say other thing about culture. Really, really different, real things. Different things. I can spend the whole night talking about culture. But I only have about 2 minutes. So thank you very much, Madam Table Topic Master, for this opportunity. All yours.
Great, thank you, Orlando. Saying that the value or the culture for your family is respect. It made me question my own values in my family because I know we have culture, but I cannot put a name on it. So thank you for that because you made me personally question, and I like how you explained. So that's awesome. All right, so thank you so much, everyone, for participating, for sharing your opinions, and also giving us a piece of yourselves through that information. Back to you, Orlando Toastmaster, for the next session.
Thank you very much for that. Table topics is awesome as always. It's challenging the table topics. So I would like now to give space to our evaluator, Katia.
Yeah, thank you, Orlando, before to give my general evaluation, I will let the team to comment and give feedback in each roles. Let us start with Orlando. Back to Orlando, our grammarian for the night, so you can give us your evaluation.
All right. I can tell that we barely use it, the word of the night. Barely use it. I can tell that English is a second language, so we did right with the conjunctions, with the words, and we are learning. So from the standpoint of English, I think we did good. We I can tell this. We use the conjunctions well. We use the phrases well. When we didn't know the word, we used the word in Spanish, which is good. Uh, Especially when you don't know the word. I've been taught that when you don't know the word in English, you can use the word in your native language, which gives you who you are. I like I like how we conduct this meeting in English. I think we did great in grammar. No many mistake I noticed. Just just the nervous that everyone is. We're going out of our comfort zone. So on the table topics, I didn't notice. I noticed everybody used everything well, especially our guest Heido. Uh, did well. So thank you,
Okay.
Katia.
Thank you to you, Orlando. Let's continue with our counter for the night. Margarita, if you can give us your evaluation.
Sure, thank you, General Evaluator. I have to confess that sometimes I was, I don't know, very into the speech and I forgot to take notes. but I really took one and I want to, I don't know, a little, I just want to share this. Is little but good. Okay, Orlando had these things that all right, we, every. He is always repeat the same word when he trying to fill this space that that we are talking and we don't know how to say something. We use this kind of fillers that repeat the word. Katia use the she is, I don't know, long the words like in, I'm, each. This the same thing that Orlando. Ana Maria, I don't know if it was only 3 minutes, but Ana Maria I can hear any filler. And I want to confess that I stopped concentrated in your speech that I forgot to take notes. Daniel used and the long words like or. Inez used, but Inez, you're doing so great because you talk a lot and you use only two eh. But you have this the same. You long the words like is, when, so. When you are trying to connect one phrase to another phrase or one word to another word to explain, when you are explaining something, you use this to connect to the other word. And Jairo, and I don't hear nothing about Jairo. So everybody, you're doing very good, and I hope that someday with this session, trying to practice my English and don't make this filler in my speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Margarita. Actually, I like your evaluation because I've been always the long words have been a challenge for me. That is something that I am looking to correct. So, to have the opportunity to have this space here, safe space, and we can get all those feedback that will help us a lot. So, thank you very much. And finally, our timer for the night. Danielle, if you can give us your evaluation for the night.
Hi everyone, of course, let me share with you the following. Okay, so here you can see the times for each of us. So first, at the beginning of the session, Orlando. Sorry, I didn't time at first, but once you began as a Toastmaster, I timed all your interventions. You did 7 minutes out of 10, which is not bad. However, I recommend you maybe for next time you are Toastmaster to perhaps deliver a kind of topic for the session, so you can also like um, have a little bit of a speech, a small speech, that so we can be introduced to the session of the Toastmasters, so you can have a little bit more of time to speak, and of course to invite others to speak to the session. Katja, as a general evaluator, you did at first 50 seconds of the 2 minutes you had first, once you introduce us. Margarita, with the counter, you did 45 seconds. I did 50, and Orlando, you did the minute as is correct for the grammar evaluation. Anna Marie, you did well on your speech. You did 240 minutes. As Inet said, it was great for the time. You maybe got hurried when you see the yellow screen in the background, but you didn't have to worry about it. You still had 20 seconds, so you can adjust your speech next time at your pace, and understand that if you have like 3 minutes for the speech, you can practice it for it to be 3 minutes, or try to think about the best parts you want to include in your speech. So you have like some keywords from the main topics you want to keep, and don't miss them. And sorry, Inés, I did, but I didn't write it. So, but you did great. I mean, you did like 2 minutes to 30 on your evaluation and the objectives. So it was great, the evaluation. You started with um, the positives, like the sandwich evaluation. So then you see where Anna Marie could improve, and then you ended with again a positive statement. So that was great. And when we started the table topics, Ines, you did great for the 4 minutes of the presentation, and all of your interventions between speeches. And in general, everyone did well. And Ana Maria, you also rushed at the end when you saw the green light. You still had 1 minute more for you to finish your speech, so you don't have to worry about it. And everyone else, we did well in terms of the lower was mine in 1:44, but the time for everyone else's was between 1:50 and 2 minutes. So all of us, well, managed the time very well in that sense. And yeah, at the end, for our evaluations, we also have a good time in, I haven't timed mine, but yeah, we have already done this very good. It was very well managed time.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Daniel. Very detailed and complete evaluation. That also help us to know how to measure ourselves in the time that we take to speak. So as a general evaluation, just I have a couple of notes. We start at 8:05. It was late, but it's fine because we are almost in the line. But would be nice if we can connect all of us, have the opportunity to connect some minutes before so we can start on time. Would be nice to have an agenda, and we will be working with that to have an agenda in advance so everybody can follow the meeting as well and the people that is participating. I think that this session in English is great. I don't know if everyone share the same, but I think that sometimes we need to go out of our comfort zone. English is the international language. So as we are here, all of us are here because we want to do better, personally and professionally, and to improve our public speaking and the way we communicate. I think that also getting this knowledge and this progress in another language, a language like in English, also is matter as much as in our own language. So I think that this is a great initiative. Hopefully we can continue practicing, improving, and challenging ourselves to be better. So for me, this is great. Everybody participated. Everybody felt. I mean, there was no. How can I say? Nobody hesitate to participate because it was in English. Everybody just make their best to speak. So I think that is great. That is what makes this session for me great and amazing, and that we really motivate us to keep going. The other thing is just to congratulate Ines, the topic table dynamic. This was it's nice because it's different. It's not only a question, but also it's a way to challenge us to do something different. I think that when we do things different as the things that we are accustomed, I think that they make us a better professional and better person. Okay, so this has been a great meeting. Thank you, everybody. So I pass the word to our Toastmaster of the night. So you are in mute. I think so.
I was on mute. I was testing if you can read my lips. All right. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for this evaluation of the meeting. I would like to us to take a picture. We've been forgetting that. Usually we do it very early because our uh for Monica always like don't forget to smile. So,
If can open your camera for the picture, for the photo. Jairo, can you participate on our photo? Yes.
there
Okay.
you go.
Are you taking the photo, Orlando?
Yes. So
Okay.
just freeze, smile and freeze.
Ready?
I think it was excellent. I will pass to the group right now. I'm not very good on this. but I will try my best. That what is that? There you go. All right. With that said, I pass to our Madam President for closure.
Thank you so much, everyone, to have the opportunity to participate today. We are improving every day. This session in English, we can see every day the improvement of it. In this moment, I want to ask Jairo, how do you feel in the session? Is anything that you can share for this experience? You're on mute.
So I told for me this is a completely different experience. So because I have accustomed to practice in different conversation one-to-one person when you interchange opinions about different topics, but to create a piece about a complete piece to connect word, this is a challenge because in my experience, I have never tried this kind of topics. When you can to create a complete speech, you connect word, you can connect sentence. So I think this is a challenge because in that way you can improve your vocabulary, you can use different connector for improving your pitch. So this is a good way to practice. So there is a different way to practice actually.
Where did you hear from us?
Oh, you're better. You are great.
No, where did you hear
So congratulations.
about Toastmasters LATAM?
Not really. I was looking for meetings in Meetup. So there was the app when I found different places when I can practice. I don't know. Luckily for me, I found the link for this meeting, and I thought, why not? I'm going to try that. So I'm going to try what is that. So when you are learning a new language, you need to try different ways to practice. In this way, you can master the language, I think.
Great, great. Well, thank you so much for your participation. As
Thank
every
you.
week, I will try that we just in advance try to select some roles. Why not? So I will ask from everyone here, who will be want to take the seat of the Toastmaster of the day on the next session will be in Spanish. The next one. So I can see your faces. So please,
Okay, I'm going to take the Toastmaster the next week.
okay, perfect. Do
Yes.
anyone want to be the general evaluator? Will be in Spanish next week.
One more question for you. So this is kind of club when you practice English or you can any language? I don't know.
We are trying to learn both
That's curious.
English and Spanish. So we have one session in English, one in Spanish, one in English.
But so one more question. For how you are from Latin country, why you are trying to practice Spanish?
You need to practice the structure of your speeches.
Oh, okay. I got it.
This is art. So anyone want to be the general evaluator? No, probably the table topics master.
Give me that one.
Okay, table topic master. Great. Okay. With that said, we will try it starting next week that the Toastmaster will prepare the whole session experience, the flyer, the agenda in advance. So we need to try to practice and every week became better on it. So thank you so much one more time for the opportunity to have this space to practice English. And see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye-bye. Good
much. Have a
night.
good night.
Ciao.
Thank you.